chaos.
Hey, 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 uh, where's, did you guys see where, the others went? I've no clue where they are. Let me see. Oh shit, I guess they're on holidays. Uh, I guess it's just me this episode. Damn, that's up. Uh, uh, wait, hold on. There's some instructions prepared by Jay apparently. Let me see. Just hold on. Feed the dog. Kill demons. Oh, sure. Yeah, sure. Okay. All right. Yeah. I got me some questions here written and submitted by some people online. I don't know where the you found the address to submit this. So I guess yeah, sure. I'll get into these questions then. First question. Have you ever had your podcast members ever leave you to record an episode all alone by yourself, and they go on a holiday and leave you behind, and they're like overseas and they're mocking you for being in Singapore while you're out there having fun? Yeah, I've had that happen to me. Surprisingly, like 5 times already. Separate times on separate occasions, but you know. All right. Let's actually get into the specifics. So, okay, this first question is submitted by Pig Lover 9 million. Why do pigs exist? And can they fly? Okay, I guess I'll format this in a way where I'll give a joke answer and a serious answer. So, why do pigs exist and can they fly? Joke answer, to be killed. Can they fly? Yes, they absolutely can. But the government is like trying to like, it's like a conspiracy theory, you know? Like the notion that pigs can fly, we would have never thought about that shit if pigs could actually like not fly. Like that phrase would not have like come out of nowhere, you know. So, you know, the government is definitely hiding the fact that pigs can fly, and I think that's really screwed up. Again, same thing with like birds being like government drones to spy on us. A lot of like animals, honestly, like a lot of animals are actually like government drones. That's kind of messed up. Serious answer. You know, evolution, man. It just happens, and like under the right circumstances, which I'm not sure how. Actually, no. At a certain point, you had to learn what classifies as a pig, and how evolution kind of like how scientists kind of, you know, classify a pig. Because necessarily speaking, they're like way too down at the evolution line at this point to like develop hollow bone joints and like wings and feathers. But you know, go get it. You can do it, pigs. You can fly. What is the meaning of life? Starting off really strong so far, alright? Joke answer, to have fun. Serious answer, what I consider the meaning of life. Honestly, it's just to create and destroy things, you know? Like, there there isn't an inherent meaning to it, but like the only actions we can ever do is just a cycle of creation and destruction. This is how I just like look at it. This is how I perceive it. Uh, you know, and especially like that takes in the form of art, especially with like how expressive we are with our emotions. So I don't know. It's just how I don't know. I feel like a lot of people, the society, all that bullshit should not have existed. Humans were never meant to be in like a social civilization. We're just meant to like bang rocks, create shit, destroy shit, you know, and just express ourselves. Not, I mean, sometimes we make an impact around others. Sometimes it's on a global scale, which should not happen. Sometimes it's on a more. Sometimes the stuff you put out is way more personal. Sometimes it's not. But you know, ultimately, hey, it's something you created, and like, you know, you should be proud of it. And it's not necessarily limited to just art. You know, there's like also stuff like, you know, it's just create relationships with people, create food, create a home you can like get back to, you know. You know, just create stuff, you know. Doesn't necessarily mean like limited to art, you know. So yeah, I guess that's how I take the meaning of life, you know. Just create and destroy stuff. I mean, destroy isn't necessarily a bad thing, you know. Destroy the negativity in your life, get rid of some people. um I'm not gonna say murder. But you know, just have the most of your time creating and just experiencing and destroying everything around your life. Every, yeah, yeah. Okay. Next question. What games do I play? I'm a MacBook user. I'm a disgusting, filthy MacBook user. So my range of games are very limited. You know. Okay. First things first. Definitely Terraria. You know, I love me Terraria. I used to play a lot of Gmod also. It's really outdated. Stardew Valley. I like that. Pretty good. I surprisingly enjoy the Scribblenauts series. I like, you know, it's, again ties back to the whole creation thing. Um, some Dragon Ball games, you know, Xenoverse 2 Fighters. I'm really excited to see Budokai Tenkaichi or Sparking Zero just come out like soon. Oh, a recent one I played was Hypnospace Outlaw. Really great game. It's like it captures that 90s aesthetic really well. A fun game is Postal 2. Offensive, but you know, you can have fun there. Uh, there's some visual novels I've played, some friend projects. There's some like relaxing games as well, like Unpacking. And there's also this one game I want to point out. It's Wobble Dogs. You should look into it, definitely. It's really funny. Um, oh, Wizard games. I can't get enough about games about magic. Wizard of Legends is a really good example, yeah. Graveyard Keeper, Little to the Left, Project Zomboid, 5D Chess, Dead Cells, Noita, People's Playground, Stanley Parable. Oh, Yakuza. I love the Yakuza series. It's really good. Oh, and Yomi Hustle. Um, Underrated game. I mean, not really. It's not really underrated. It's just a hidden gem. I found out about Yomi Hustle around like November of when it was, like November of last year, like 2022 or somewhere there, somewhere around there. And it's crazy to see how it's blown up so much. I also, okay, one genre of games I really love is like idle and incremental games. Those games where you can just like progress relentlessly and just like switch off your brain. I just love those games. What else? The games that I usually buy games for like the Windows platform, but like I'm using a Mac, but mainly those games that have a Mac option also. So next question: how do I stop someone from being delusional? Uh, Joke answer: you hit them in the head with a rock. Serious answer: honestly, as a delusional person myself, is what they feel like is just they're trying to get this certain perception of reality. And I think if you really want to stop someone from being delusional, you need to like actually hit them with like hard hitting facts. You need to like psychoanalyze them. But if they're like delusional and crazy, that's a different thing. Being delusional is fine, every once in a while. But like if you're delusional and you're in love and you're like obsessed over someone, wow, do you need someone to like anchor you? Next question. People say that you belong in the Institute of Mental Health. Do you agree? Joke question. No, joke answer yes. Serious answer yes. Next question. How to get your crush to like you? Okay. Uh, Joke answer bag her. Serious answer. Well, I mean, it really depends. There are a lot of factors that come into consideration when getting someone to like you. Honestly, the first step is obviously to talk to them. And like have them acknowledge you at least. Like acknowledge your presence. Have them know your name at least. If they don't know your name, then that's a lost cause. At least get them. If they obviously don't like you and they're like trying to stray away from you, please don't bother them, man. It is such a waste to chase over someone who is not gonna like who actually hates you. It's better to chase someone who is like where they're like, do I want this? Do I want this? Do I not want this? I'll consider it. Maybe not. Maybe. You know, if you're in for that chase, and like another thing, play to what they like. Something about standards is that honestly, I think the physical aspects that we like about someone should be considered as like a bonus. If they are like considered your standards, then sure, that's fine. You do you. But like the way I look at it is, hey, here's the baseline. I like I like someone because they have this. I like someone because they're kind. I like someone because they are mean. Whatever, blah, whatever. And oh, if they just so happen to be tall, if they just so happen to be short, if they just so happen to be big, if they just so happen to be small, that's even better for me then. And one more thing, if there are aspects of yourself that you can change to appeal someone, don't necessarily change yourself for someone. Have them accept you first, and once they've accepted you, I think it's then fine to change yourself to be for them, to be better for them. you know if they can't handle you at like your lowest, then don't go for it, man. Next question. Do you believe in the existence of existence? Joke answer no. Serious answer maybe. This comes down to like a lot of like philosophy, and I guess it was ontology. It comes down to a lot of ontology and philosophy, which I'm still trying to explore and read up about. We could have been created like 5 minutes ago, and all our past could have been a lie that was like a memory implanted to us. We could be like fictional people. This could be a story right now. I'm not sure if I'm real. And that's what's up with the nature of, existing. Which is, if everything is futile, then nothing matters. But like, whether you want to take that nothing matters in a good way or a bad way, I guess that's pretty much it. It's just up to you. And, linking back to what's the meaning of life, I guess that's an even more reason for you to be more expressive, because you're trying to like you're just getting you're letting yourself go crazy, go wild, and like explore all these different kinds of things. Some theories I have for what is making us exist. We are living in a frog that's on a lotus, that's on a lily pad, in a pond, and outside of the pond there's small water, and there's small frogs, and they're all like eating flies, you know. Or it could be like some dark eldritch entities, think about us. Doesn't matter. As a tough, not a big deal. Don't worry about it. Existence is a very demanding thing. All right. Next question. What was the Soviet Onion? The Soviet Onion is basically what came. It's what happened when like the Bolsheviks and the Mensheviks like split apart. Basically, what Lenin did was he ordered Stalin, Trotsky, and all those other political figures to start planting onions in their gardens. Like every year, they would annually harvest 20 kilograms of onions at least. I don't know how they're like producing so many onions, but serious answer? I don't know, man. They eat a lot of onions. Next question. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Joke answer. Just bite through it. Serious answer. I would say 1,000, 2,000. Next question. If CC didn't exist, what would you do instead? If Chaos Collective didn't exist, what would I do instead in my free time? Joke answer, rot and die and shit myself. Serious answer, if I wasn't doing this podcast, I think I would spend my time doing other projects such as story writing and all that. Like shirt designing, story writing, all that. Or like I would actually spend time making music, which, as a SM student, I rarely do apparently. I guess that's because when I try to make music, I expect a certain quality from it, which just dampens my productivity in the whole case. But like, if I wasn't doing this podcast, then I would be spending my free time probably reading, story writing, world building. I'm into that. Next question. Who is your favorite podcast member and why is it Jay? Joke answer, it's Jay because they are blue. Serious answer, I would say Pinky, Venn. Actually, no, I really can't choose a favorite member. Honestly, personally, I would probably go Venn. We have a lot of things that are so similar. It's scary. Next question. Would you say that an apple has more value than an orange? Joke answer, yes. Serious answer, I don't know. How big is the apple, How juicy is it? I mean, if it's the equal size, then how vitamin C deficient are you, huh? How how much vitamin C do you lack? Do you have scurvy, huh? Next question. What's your opinion on CC? CC refers to Chaos Collective, Comic Con, community centers, common core modules, caring cats, cute cats, and cafes that sell cappuccino. Joke answer, they're great. Serious answer, they're great. Okay, next question. What are vector fields? Joke answer, they're like fields of vector, Serious answer, vector fields. Okay, let's get bit into physics. So, we have vector quantities and like scalar quantities, and like scalar quantities are like quantities that have a magnitude, and like vector quantities, they have like a magnitude and a direction, and like, yeah. So a vector field would basically be a field that has a magnitude and a direction. Yeah. So some examples of a vector field would be like, there's a acceleration field, Yeah, you can accelerate on this road where where there's a school nearby, and there are children crossing the road, Like another example of a vector quantity, it's like force, The gravitational force of my fist when I fucking slam it into your jaws how heavy and dense, and like how my fist just attracts, like it just has this gravity to pull and like beat the shit out of your like face. Your face is so punchable. That's what vector fields are basically, you know. Next question. Critique the word critique. I don't really have much of an issue. I mean, okay, it basically comes down to like I think it's French. I want to say phonology, but okay, it's not phonology. It's like French writing and how they like structure their words. That's it. What's up with that, huh? In all honesty, I think critique, the way it's spelled, is it's pretty nice. I like the Q and the T. That is very classy, very stupid, but it's very delicate and classy. Next question. What was more culturally significant, the Renaissance or Single Ladies by Beyonce? Joke answer, Renaissance. Real answer, Single Ladies by Beyonce. Next question. Why are the pyramids that shape? Is it to stop homeless people from sleeping on them? Joke answer, structural integrity. Real answer, yes. Next question. King Arthur came a lot, didn't he? He sure did. He probably did, you know. I'm not sure about how many children he have. And I'm surprised that he only has one wife and he didn't like bet and have like 20 other mistresses. He probably did, but like, you know. Next question. What are your thoughts on self-diagnosing? Joke answer, only if you consent. Real answer, if it makes you feel better, then go ahead. But like, you should at least you should draw a fine line between being professionally diagnosed by therapist, a doctor or whatever, and like just self-diagnosing based on online quizzes, because like okay, a lot of factors when it comes to mental illnesses and mental disorders, they're not really, I wouldn't say, I would say it's a bit more nuanced rather than you just like taking a 5 minute quiz or whatever. You know, it's better to talk to a psychologist or a therapist or a doctor in general. Let them know about your life experiences. Let them know about like look into your family records if there's like any cases. That will like eventually narrow down to whether and like help you rationalize whether you have mental illnesses. If self-diagnosing it, getting your own answers right there without having to like possibly pay for it all, if it helps to rationalize how you feel and how you act in certain ways, go for it. But don't enforce it on others. Don't say, hey, the reason why I'm like this is because I have this, is because I have that. Just tell them that, hey, I feel like I'm prone to do this, I'm prone to do that. I feel like I share symptoms with many of these disorders. I'm not sure if I have them, but please be patient with me. Next question. Are gay people real? Joke answer, no. Serious answer, no. Next question. What's the worst poly course? Joke answer, MAD. Serious answer? Honestly, MAD isn't that bad. Like, you get to create stuff. Engineering is also not that bad, as much as I make fun of it. And School of Business is also not that bad, although it can get a bit boring. Maritime engineering is alright. ICT is fine. I would say that the worst is probably like architecture or like chemical science. I'm just talking out of my ass, but like I can't imagine coming to class just to talk about the structural integrity of a building for like 3 hours. Okay, wait, no. Actually, no. Learning about architecture is actually interesting. No. So, chemical life science. As much as I wanted to be a scientist like years ago or something, I don't know. Being exposed to all these chemicals, which, you know, if you have impulsive thoughts, you wanna like mix them and you wanna blow shit up, you can get exposed to like some real dangerous shit, and you have to be really like careful. I don't know. What's the like death toll of chemical and life science students? Oh my god. I mean, okay, no, they obviously have to be like regulated and all that, but like still, imagine someone like accidentally making like napalm just by mixing styrofoam, and I shouldn't be saying this, But anyways, yeah, you get the idea. CLS students are like walking weapons of chemical warfare, you know? Next question. Do you think that thinking about your thinking is worth thinking about? Back onto ontology. Um, I think this just it links back to the whole nature of ontology and like whether how much you think is actually real. I think thinking about your thinking definitely helps to self-reflect about yourself occasionally. It helps you to rationalize why you are the way you are. That's a joke answer, by the way. Real answer, uh, it's not worth it. Next question. Do you think society would be a better place if everyone put themselves in a place and didn't dare to step out of their place? Joke answer, yes. Serious answer, maybe. I'm leaning into no. Like conflict is what drives ambition and change and innovation. So if you have someone just creating chaos, that's even better. Next question. Are you real? Are we real? Is any of this real? Joke answer, back to ontology. Real answer, no. Next question. Is water wet? Eh, no. Serious answer? No. Next question. This is probably submitted by Jay. Is the script ready? I don't know, Jay. Is it? I'm looking. I really want to get into script writing, but like, look, man, I really want to get into like all of the MAD specializations, but like, I want to learn all the skills, but like, at the same time, it's kind of a hassle. Like, I feel like I'm trying to fit as many skills in so little time and trying to produce as many things in such a short amount of time just by knowing all these skills. Next question. Give a 100-word review on Tuas Link MRT station. Joke answer, I like how it looks, the hallways, it reminds me of that like train station scene in Harry Potter, just where the decrepit old Voldemort is just fucking curled up in a ball. If they painted it like all white, that'd be good. Serious answer, I've never been there. Looks very terrifying. Next question. Thoughts on homicide? Serious answer, justifiable. Joke answer, we need it sometimes. And okay, I guess this is an add-on to the previous question. Is murder ever justified? Explain your examples from society. First off, if you kill the amount of killers in the world, the number of killers in the world stays the same. So what you need to do is just kill more killers. So there can only ever be one true killer in the world. Explain your answers with examples from society. Look, it's really not that hard to justify the murder of some people, depending on. Okay, don't take that out of context. But it's not that hard to justify why some people are murdered based on like their actions and what they did. Like even criminals in prisons have murdered like rapists and pedophiles and all that. So go for it. I mean, don't murder anyone. But I'm not gonna continue in this anymore. Next question. Would you rather restart your life again or get 1 billion USD? Joke answer, neither. Serious answer, I would probably go for the 1 billion USD. Cause I don't really regret anything or any of the choices I've ever made in my life. I think I'm fine letting things just be. Sure, it would be nice to see how things could have been different if I did this instead. But like, I don't know. I like the way I am now. I like the way the timeline feels right now. I like this timeline for now. Next question. Is euthanasia justified? Explain your answer using chaos theory. So the way I think euthanasia is justified if it just so happens to accidentally murder them, like, oh, what do you mean there's like a dangerous laser beam that's pointing and swinging around in the general vicinity of where I am? What's that? Oh, it's gonna kill me. I should step back. uh sure, maybe, but like, who knows, it might not hit me. Chaos theory after all. Next question. Why do you love? Okay, these next few questions are a bit more romantic centered, I guess. So, joke answer, I don't feel love. Real answer, I don't know. It's just having someone to appreciate and adore and like just admire in general feels really nice. And I think like giving your love away for someone, you don't have the expectations of like them reciprocating or like giving something back, which I think a lot of people have experienced. So like, why do they still bother to love? I think it's just sort of, I think the reason why some people love without like a reason to love is just to like see how people will react. Honestly, it's just to like gauge how important their lives mean towards someone else. And when you choose to love someone regardless of how they feel about you, I think that's like the sincerest form of love. We just, I mean, okay, no, it can be unhealthy in like an obsessive way, but like expecting nothing and like loving someone regardless of whether they reciprocate or not. I don't expect anything of you. I don't care if you hate me. I don't care if you love me back or whatever. I admire you. I respect you. I adore you. You deserve to feel great. You deserve to feel this way that I feel about you. You deserve to feel this joy. Oh, wait, no. Why do I love, right? I think I'm very picky with who I trust and love. So when I have someone I love, I'm very, very sincere about it. Like, when I love someone, I expect certain reciprocation from them. And okay, this is not just romantic love, it can be from family love and all that. But like, I just expect it's like a treat. Just how you want to treat yourself, how you want to be treated. But when it comes to romantic love, uh, I want, I think I definitely want to make a distinction between having a crush on someone and loving someone romantically. I separate my interests of someone by a lot of layers. Yeah, so it goes from, hey, I occasionally see them around, to hey, I know them, they're an acquaintance, to oh, hey, I know this person, they're a friend, to oh, this one I trust, to oh, this person is literally just me, to hey, I trust this person to keep a lot of my secrets. And okay, same way with like romance, it go from, hey, this person looks good, they're an eye candy, but I wouldn't chase after them because I know we are not compatible, to hey, I have a crush on this person. I like how they act, I like how they treat me, I like what they do, to love, which is just like, I really respect and admire this person, and I cherish that they value my opinions. And I guess that the reason I love is because, I kind of want someone to also like, I trust this person to this much of an extent that I want them to know more about me than I am personally comfortable with. This is someone to like really confide in, I guess. Wow, that's a really long-winded answer. Next question. Do you believe in soulmates? Joke answer, yes. Serious answer, yes. Okay. Here's the thing. I've had a lot of like precognitive dreams happen in my life. A lot. It's been occurring a lot less recently over the years, but it still occurs, which it's good to know that I still have this amazing fuckery going on in my head. And every time I recognize an event or someone, it just solidifies like the concept of like, oh, everything is predestined. And like, okay, I guess soulmates in this definition would mean that you meet them even in another life. So like, yeah, I can see it happening. If not, I would still believe in the idea of me like annoying the fuck out of Jay in like some other life. or like me somehow terrorizing Alice, or like enabling Pinky's emotional love mess, and like helping Sky out with his story work and all his journaling. I can definitely see that happening under different circumstances from this timeline. But at the same time, I guess that's more of character tropes I would see in other people. So I guess I kind of have to like define and identify what makes this person them exactly. If I strip away all of their personality, who are they? You know? Next question. Is love a feeling or a commitment? Why not both, I classify romantic love in a way where it's like you admire and respect them, and you cherish them, and it's a reciprocal relationship where you both are like trying to communicate with each other. Hey, I respect you. I cherish you. Can you tell me your opinions on this? I want to do this with you. I want to do that. It's not just limited to romantic love. That can be friendship love. Platonic love. Like, hey, you're feeling down. I'll support you by doing this. I'll support you by doing that. You know, love can come in all sorts of manners. Love is between like two parties. So it's it's also a commitment you would have based on like how long you've trusted each other. You know. Next question: do you ever fall out of love with someone, or is the love still there, just in small quantities? I do think in a do or die manner, but that's like only jokingly. I think if I love someone, I would still feel the love, just in smaller quantities. But like the quantities wouldn't be to the point where I would like actively go out and try to express them. So I would still have feelings for them, but like I wouldn't like try to act upon these feelings. I don't know. I consider falling out of love with someone is just like it's a relationship where you just hey, uh, it's a very dry relationship. You just barely acknowledge each other, and there's an apathy between the both of you, where you don't really care if the other person gets injured or whatever. Next question: can we get married? Yes, but only as a treat. Next question: do I play Fortnite? I don't really enjoy I don't really like the Epic Games launcher. I would like to try Fortnite at least once just to see. I mean, it gets a lot of hate from like a lot of Gen Zs or millennials, but like I want at least give it a try first, see what the buzz is all about, so I can like gauge my own opinion. I usually don't like forming opinions based on others, and I also don't like forming opinions just based on like one sole try of it, because I'm not gonna get the whole picture. Oh, this person did something bad. I'm gonna like, of course, I'm gonna like call up on their like actions, but I'm not gonna entirely judge them based on their one action, because I've never interacted with them. And some of the things people can say, they can mean it, they can be joking, whatever. I really have to get a good gauge, spend some time, maybe like 5-10 times. So yeah, that's why I don't play Fortnite. Next question: what do you think about people with many best friends? I don't care. You can have as many friends as you want, but like I feel like at a certain point, okay, I see it in two ways. You get to know if people, you get a lot of reports, but like, and you also get to know if people are talking behind your back, I guess. But I don't know. How many is many? If it's like 10, then sure. But like, why do you need so many best friends? Why do you feel so comfortable with that many people? Are you that lonely? Next question: how do you cure schizophrenia? Hit them in the head. That's it. There is no joke or serious answer. Just hit them in the head. Next question: favorite Homestuck character? I would have to say it's a really good question. A lot of the characters are really fun. Like a lot of the tropes they play upon are really fun. Someone like Rose or like Kanaya. Yeah. Next question. Favorite chemical or color? I'll just say an element instead. Thorium is tastier. And favorite color, white, I guess. I don't really have a specific. I don't really have a specific favorite color. I like all colors, honestly. So and like the closest thing to all colors would basically be white or black. So next question: eat three bowls of your most hated food, or eat a small piece of your own shit. I would go with eat three bowls of my most hated food, but as long as like I've not eaten in like 3 to 5 days and I have like water, a lot of water. Next question. Favorite type of dinosaur. My favorite dinosaur, either the Triceratops or the Stegosaurus. I don't know. I think the Triceratops is a really good contender. Like just having horns on your like head for no reason, and like like kind of fins for like your head. It's kind of cool. With it. Next question. Favorite art. I'm fine with Renaissance art. It's kind of alright. Maybe okay. Wait, no. I like art that like plays with the colors a lot. Something very acid trip. Honestly, as long as it plays with the colors in a manner that really pops, yeah, I love art that just plays with the colors in a very interesting manner. And I'm talking like acid trip, just melting your brains rainbow, but not in a rainbow that's like disgustingly makes no sense. More in a like color theory rainbow, kind of in a way like this is aesthetically pleasing, but it also makes me want to trip balls. Um, yeah, yeah. I just like something like a chromatic aberration effect definitely tickles my brain. Next question: what dog breed would I be, or and what cat breed would I be? I would say I'm like a mixed breed between a golden retriever, a German shepherd, and a dachshund. Yeah. What cat breed would I be though? Oh, okay. Realistically, I would be like an orange cat. That would be my fur color. I would think either like a tabby, a Maine Coon, or maybe a ragdoll. Even though they are like all white. Oh, and I think a high contender would probably be a Munchkin cat. I love Munchkin cat. So imagine just like a short, stubby little Munchkin orange cat that's just harasses people. I think that would fit me. Next question: would you eat cat or dog food given the opportunity? If it was like made with human ingredients, then sure. Next question: why? Next question: what's the meaning of it all? Um, Honestly, just to take the biggest, meanest, vilest piece of shit you've ever had in your life. I think that's the meaning of it all. Next question: credit card numbers. 745 999. Uh, the three funky numbers is like 745. The expiration date is August of 2028. Next question. I miss you. You're such a funny classmate. You still are. I'm gonna fucking murder you. Next question. Do you get it when people turn their backs on friends? Given the circumstances, I don't know. I don't know in what circumstance would you turn your back on a friend. Like if it's doing something you're obviously not comfortable with, then obviously fucking go for it. But like betraying a friend, if you're down to burn that bridge, go for it. Next question: how do you feel about breastfeeding in public? Cover your titty, no one wanna see it. Next question: what do you think you can do better than others? Honestly, everything. And serious answer, everything. I don't know. I got this. I'm like walking in between this line between ego death and egomaniac, and I feel like a lot of I'm not sure if that's normal, but like I feel like a lot of musicians also do walk that line of like ego death and egomaniac, where they feel like where they have like imposter syndrome, and then the next second they're like the best person to ever live, the greatest. And you know, that's how I feel in general. Like I I I could be doing everything. I could be like using 5 million% of my brain, and like I could be multitasking and making music while eating, while like engineering, while like printing out papers, while like babysitting, while like juggling. I don't know how I would do it, but I feel like I could, and I feel like I would do it better than others. Maybe it is a like inferiority or superiority complex. I don't know, but like I don't really necessarily feel like I compare myself to others, so I wouldn't classify it as one. I guess it's more of like imposter syndrome and also like narcissism. So yeah, ego death and egomaniac. Those are my only two moods. What song do you like that's in another language? Soledad y el Mar by Natalie Lafourcade. And final question: best pasta you've tried and where? Uh, best pasta dish I've ever tried was so far has been like the alio olio, and where I got it from. One location would be there's an IKEA at Tampines. Across that IKEA is a giant supermarket, and on the level two there's a food court. There's a Western stall that sells one of the best alio olios I ever had. If not there, then over at Paya Lebar Square, canteen. There's the flips and dips stall also sells banger alio olio. I have a thing for alio olio. I also have had spaghetti al pesto, which I'll be honest, it's alright. It's like a mild, it's like a very subtle taste. If you go for the Paya Lebar one, I would say the chicken cutlet tastes better than the chicken chop. But for the one at the Tampines, at near the supermarket at IKEA, go for the chicken chop. Chicken chop, they know how to grill their shit. And what else? Uh, I guess that's it for the questions. Uh, okay, wait, hold on, let me check something. Oh yeah, no, I guess there's no ad this week, so you guys don't have to spend your money. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Wait, wait a fucking minute. There's one more question. Who do you hate the most? You guys.